Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh, my beloved brothers and sisters in Islam and all the views. Thanks once again for showing up to grow up in the religion of this deen. Alhamdulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestows with another day of life, another day of insight, another day of understanding of this deen. Alhamdulillah, that we make the most of this day. And inshallah ta'ala, we get closer with all the deeds we do. We get closer and closer to Jannah. All the good things that we do. Alhamdulillah. But today we're going to talk about purification. But before we get into purification, we have to get to the intentions. Intentions are a key thing. That are all the things that we do so we can get what's coming to us. We don't want to make intentions that are or no intentions or some intentions to other than Allah. Then we're not going to get what we got coming. But we make solely for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then we're going to be alright. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Kitab, He has created man nor jinn, but they should worship Him. And we should worship Him not just by making salat, by doing our actions and doing our deeds that are going according to the Quran and the authentic Sunnah. This is understood and practiced by the Sahaba. It's very important that we understand that part, and that we stay away from the things that keep us away from the remembrance of Allah, and all the things that are not right. We stay away from. Alhamdulillah. But to continue to move on. We have to, in wudu and tayammum we already talked about. Now we have to talk about, it's wudu, and then we have to talk about ghusl. Ghusl is the same thing as wudu, but you do your hands first, then the private part, front and back, private part, and then you just do the same thing with the like you did ghusl. Like you did wudu. Okay, hands first. Private parts, back and front, or front and back. Then you wash your hands again, and then you make your wudu. Okay? Check it out for yourself. It's in the Karim and Muslim, and other hadith books, and also some thick books out there. Okay? In this case, I'm talking too fast, or you don't understand it very well, or maybe I made a mistake. Who knows? Allah knows best. I'm not infallible, and I'm not no sheikh. I'm just a pious brother. Or trying to be pious, brother, out here trying to do the right thing for the Muslim Ummah. May Allah accept my intentions to do the right thing for Him, His sake. Because I'm not, all I'm getting out of this is some barakats from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I don't want no cash flow, nothing like this. It's surely for the pleasure of Allah. Alhamdulillah. But when we go to the bathrooms, we can make wudu, ghusl, and tayammum all you want. But if you go to the bathroom and urinate on yourselves, gentlemen, when you're standing up urinating, you urinate on your pants, on your sneakers, on your shoes, and you're gonna make salat, it ain't gonna be accepted. I don't care if you make 18 wudus. So you gotta be careful. The best way to do it is sitting down. Sitting down when you urinate. Sit down. You don't have to defecate. And you got to clean your private parts with water, back and front. You understand? I hope you do. And the woman goes for you too. Other than that, I know you sit down both times, but I'm just saying, you just got to be careful that nothing happens. You know what I mean? On your menstruum or whatever the case may be. You got to check yourselves at all times, inshallah ta'ala. And we have to check our shoes. If you're going to make salat with the shoes, and I know some brothers and sisters do that, check underneath your shoes then. If you're going to make a salat with the shoes on, then, check underneath your shoes. Make sure it's no janasa, no filth underneath them, or on your clothes and stuff like that, okay? Alhamdulillah. That's what I want to talk about today on that level right there, And I hope and pray that you understand where I'm coming from on that, and I hope you do some more research on those things, and that that we can all grow in this deen of Islam, in a way that's comfortable. And I wanted to talk about these children. The Muslims, and we should, sit down with them and have a family time with them. We just can't be running and forget the kids. You got to sit down and talk about the deen with them, but not all day long, all night long. Yeah, you can talk about other things too. You have to do something that interests them. So when it's time for them to listen to you, they'll pay attention. You can't just keep on forcing them, 24/7 talk about the deen. You have to talk about other things other than the thing that's going to benefit them. Something they want to talk about. You know what I mean? Inshallah ta'ala, you can know where they're coming from. If not, they're going to hide anything that they don't want to talk to you about, certain aspects of things, because all you talk about is that one subject, and that's it. I mean, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is great and glorious, for sure. He's worth talking about 24/7. But you get these kids out of here today that's hooked up on these video games and all this other craziness out here, TV programs and all that, running the streets. You're going to have to talk about a little bit more than the deen to them to get them to pay attention. And inshallah ta'ala, if anybody needs any help on that aspect, you can write me and I can give you some type of advice and some things to do. Or inshallah ta'ala, within the days that are coming, I will say more on this topic. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.